1 second here. Let me just. Right. I'm ready. There we go.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to Soul Purpose Leaders. Today, I've got an amazing guest, okay? I cannot wait to share him with you because this is going to be exciting. Now, for everybody out there who, if this is your first time watching this video, welcome. This is a place that all these leaders are coming out, sharing their stories, sharing what they actually went through in their lives and how did they become leaders and what impact do they want to share to the world. And this is why we're showcasing in this platform, but also for you to actually be empowered, inspired, and get that a bit of like, you know what, you can do it too. And or if you need a little that help, that you can get to this person and get in touch with them. Don't be shy. They don't bite. These are the people that they're here, and they what they're doing is all about sharing and caring and actually helping you with your journey. So let's go back to our guest. Today's guest we've got is Andres Ruiz. Did I say your name right?
Yeah.
Motivational speaker and coach. And Andres has been a motivational speaker for over 4 years and has given presentation in a variety of venues and thousands of youth in his community. In March 2018, he was invited to present at TED Talk in San Jose, California. He is also a speaker for the nonprofit organization National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI. He has presented for the Tucson Youth Peace Conference, Youth Leadership Conference, and Redefining Safe Conference. He also speaks to rehab centers in our community, since he at one point in his life struggles with drugs, alcohol, depression, and anxiety. As a life coach, Andres works with clients from all over the world, including Italy, France, Mongolia, Dubai, Canada, Australia, Ecuador, and throughout the United States. He helps his client by inspiring them to do what inspires them to make the world a better place. Another one of Andres' mission is to impact the lives of youth, to help them gain confidence and self-esteem, to believe in themselves and pursue their goals and dreams. He is also the co-host of the Common Good radio show on 10:30 a.m. The Voice. Wow, what an inspirational man. And you've gone through quite a bit of life challenges yourself, and that's amazing. Welcome, Andres. Welcome so much, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. And I really appreciate what you're doing for other people, to inspire other people. So this is a much needed show that we have, that you're doing. So I appreciate what you're doing as well. So thank you.
No, thank you for being here, because I won't be able to do this without people like yourself who have an open mind and actually want to be here and not feeling the need of just, oh, hey, no, it's my dream. I'm just going to do it by myself. I'm strong enough to do this. And that's what the key of, connecting and being together and showing that empowering, you know what I mean, to do things that, hey, you're not alone, we're together. And that's the best thing ever. Now, why youth?
Okay, that's a great question. And I'll just tell you a story of one of the times that I was speaking to the youth. I remember that I was speaking to the youth about mental illness, and I remember that I was talking to them. I told them my story. And then I remember a young girl. At that time, I was speaking to the youth. I just wanted to speak and help the youth, but I really didn't know on how I was helping these youth until I was speaking to the youth. And I remember this one girl that after the speech, she came up to me and she said, that speech was amazing. I just want to tell you that you really inspired me. I've been to 8 psychiatric homes. I've been to 5 different foster homes. My family's in Michigan, and I feel really lost, and I was going to kill myself tomorrow. And when I heard that, I said, oh my goodness, I was really impacted by that I didn't realize how much of an impact I was making on the youth. But when that young girl told me that she was thinking about committing suicide, I saw the impact that my speech, my story was making. And so that day we took her to the counselor, and I saved a life that day because of my speech. But before that, I just wanted to speak to the youth because I felt that I had really good relationships with younger people, with younger kids. And I was thinking, I want to help these youth. But then after that, I just said, wow, this is my purpose. I can save the youth's life. And if I can save the youth's life, like that young girl, they are our future. So if I can help her and I can save her and she can keep going, imagine what she can do to impact other people's lives who are trying to kill themselves. She could save a life. And so we have to help the youth because they are our future. They're going to be taking care of us. And if our future doesn't look bright, then our future doesn't look bright when we are getting older.
That's very true, Andres. Very, very true. And what you did there, that is such a fulfilling thing to actually know what the difference you made to that child, and to actually say to yourself, what I'm doing is the right thing for me, but for other people. And that's the beauty of this lives that we are actually doing every single day. Now, you want like that all the time. Why you want a speaker for, at the beginning of life, that you knew this is what I'm going to be. It didn't start there. You weren't born thinking that this is what I'm going to do and that's it. Tell us a bit of your childhood yourself when you're a teenager. How life was it for you?
So when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a basketball player. I wanted to be the next Michael Jordan. I guess since I'm Mexican, Miguel Jordan. I wanted to be Miguel Jordan. So I loved it, but I started dating a girl during high school, and then I became really lazy. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to be with my girlfriend. I was always hanging out with her. I wasn't really socializing with anybody else. I was just hanging out with her the whole time. And I remember during my high school, and this is part of my story that I tell the youth, during those times, I was dating with her for like 3 years. I want to say 3-4 years. And it was a very serious relationship. Well, in my mind, I thought it was a serious relationship. And I thought, we're going to get married and all this stuff. But then she broke up with me. And when she broke up with me, I was really devastated. I got really sad. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I would cry. I remember one time I was crying and my dad saw me crying. And, as men, we're taught to be tough. He said, hey, don't be crying. Don't be crying. We don't cry here in this house. And I said, oh man, I better not cry in front of him or tell anybody what's going on with my life, because I was growing up being told, don't be telling people what's going on with our lives, because then people will spread rumors or criticize you. So then I started feeling even more sad. I started feeling depressed. I then started having suicidal thoughts. I was cutting myself, and I was in a really dark spot in my life. And it was hard because I felt like I didn't have anybody to talk to, when in reality, I had a lot of people I could talk to. But because I was given that belief that people will spread rumors or criticize me, I kept it to myself. So even after high school, I did not have a vision. I went to college to become a dentist, and I didn't want to be a dentist. So then, because they made good money, that's the only reason why. And then my family would say, oh, and this is going to be a dentist. Isn't this great? And I said, it's not that great. But I went to school for college for about 1.5 years, and then I started drinking alcohol, going out, partying, and I dropped out of college. And then I got a job, started working customer service jobs for many years. Really I didn't like the jobs. It was just call center jobs. That's all I knew. And I just kept doing those jobs for many years. I was really unhappy with my life, and I felt like I had no purpose. I had no vision for my future, and I felt like just really stuck. And I remember one day just listening to Les Brown, and he started speaking to my heart. He said, one that really stood out was, many people will leave the universe without a trace, and under their name you can put not used up. And I said, whoa, that's me. I'm not leaving a trace at all. And another one that he says, many flowers have bloomed unseen in the cold desert air and have never been exposed to the world. And so we as humans, we have this beauty within us that we never expose to the world, and we keep it with us until our dying day. And I know you've seen a lot of people that were very talented that are gone now, and they never really used their potential. And so because I didn't have any vision, I then started drinking alcohol, doing drugs like cocaine, at one point almost overdosing on cocaine. And it was a really tough time in my life. And it was because I just didn't have any vision, any future for my life. I was also overweight. I was weighing 265, was even more depressed because of my physique. And that's where I was at one point in my life before I did all this.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That's a life journey. My God. And all that started because you've been told not to share your feelings, not to be expressive, to be vulnerable, and all of these things that are actually still impacting the youth today. And that is one of biggest challenge that we're going through as leaders, because we're still working through those kind of like backlogs of those feelings that we need to go deep down and actually sorting it out. Now, so you've gone through all of this. At what point of your life that you listened to Les Brown and you started to think that, okay, this is like speaking to me. This is me. So how long did it take you from what you've heard and actually change your circumstances?
I'm still changing to this day. It's a never-ending journey. But when I heard that, it inspired me. But then another thing that inspired me was when I found out that I was going to have a baby. When I found out that I was going to have a baby, I told myself, if I don't take care of myself, who's going to take care of him? So then I got on a diet, started exercising. I lost 80 pounds and felt in the best shape of my life. And then through listening to motivational audios over and over again, I decided to do something that I've been wanting to do since I was 12 years old, which was stand-up comedy. So I had always wanted to be a comedian. Ever since I was 12, I watched Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence. These guys really inspired me, and I wanted to be a comedian. So I said, I'm going to go do stand-up comedy. And I remember the first time ever doing stand-up comedy, I had a friend of mine go with me, and I told him, hey man, go with me to the comedy club. And he says, man, I can't go. I have Bible study today. And I said, come on, man, I'll buy you something to eat. And he says, okay, cool. If you're going to buy me something to eat, then I'll go. Okay, cool. So we went to the comedy club, and we got there, and I was just so nervous. My heart was just beating so fast. Palms were sweating. And they told me, hey, you got here late. You can't sign up. And I said, okay, cool. I don't have to do it. And then we were sitting there, and my friend, when the waitress came, he said, oh no, you're going to do stand-up comedy, man. I did not miss Bible study for you not to do this. Okay. And then he talked to the bartender, and she said, hey, my friend here, he wants to do stand-up comedy. Is there any way you can get him on the list? Because I missed Bible study, and he better get on there. And then, so she went to talk to the manager, and she came back and she said, guys, I have some great news. You are on for tonight. You're going to do stand-up comedy. And I said, oh my God, no. I got so scared again. At first I was kind of like, okay, cool, I'm not going to do it. She came back, she said that. I was like, no, not again. So then once that happened, she said, by the way, you're number 8 on the list. Oh my God. I just wanted to just die right there. And then so finally they announced my name, and they said, coming up to the stage, Andres Ruiz. And I went around in the wrong side of the stage. And then the announcer said, hey guys, just to let you know, you're supposed to come from this side, not on this side. I guess this guy didn't get the memo. And even more embarrassed, I was thinking, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I was already nervous, and then this guy puts me on blast. So I get even more nervous. I'm just sweating profusely. And throughout the whole time, you just heard crickets. Like I had Jiminy Cricket right here, just hanging out with me because nobody was laughing. I was terrible. I stunk up the place. I only got one laugh that night, and it was from my friend Gene. My friend was the one that laughed. It wasn't even from me that it was from anybody. It was from my friend. I think he felt he owed it to me because I think that night he ordered super nachos, a burger, a milkshake, a beer. This guy was the most expensive date I've ever had in my life. so but you know what happened after that? Right after I was done with the comedy, I did not die. I did not die. I lived to see another day, even though it was like the most embarrassing night of my life. but and that's why I tell people, I say, okay, I really was terrible, but I did not die. And I said, okay, I think I'm going to continue doing this. So I kept doing it. I kept still getting crickets. Jiminy Cricket hung out with me for months and we were just jamming. But after a while, I got comfortable and I didn't care that people were not cheering me on. So then I said, how can I improve my comedy? And then I heard Les Brown talking about this club called Toastmasters. And he says how Toastmasters really helped him with his public speaking skills. And I said, okay, I'm going to try Toastmasters. So I went to Toastmasters. I was speaking in front of 2 people at first, then 4, then 6. And after that, I became a better comedian. I was now feeling more confident. I actually got laughs, not just from my friend, but from other people. They were laughing and I said, okay, I'm getting a little bit better. Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know how when you feel good about yourself, you're like, yeah, all right. And but then another thing that came was I want to be a motivational speaker. And this is the beauty about following your goals and your dreams, is that sometimes your goals, what you think that you want, is really not what you want. And I think sometimes God, the universe, somebody out there is telling us, okay, you're gonna try stand-up comedy, you stink, but you know what we're gonna do? Maybe we're gonna put you here as a motivational speaker. Maybe I think you'd be better at that. So then I started doing motivational speaking, and I said, okay, this is something new. This is something different. I like it, and I started speaking more. And I still remember one day that I was at a motivational event. And there was 5 motivational speakers, and it was on a big stage. And I was talking to my friend Fred. I said, Fred, I'm gonna be up there one of these days, man. I'm gonna be up on that big stage. And he says, yeah, man, I can see that. I can see that. And I was like, cool. So I kept visualizing myself, and this is the power of visualization. I kept visualizing myself on that big stage. And so then there was a competition for me to compete to be on that big stage. And I gave my speech, I did it, and then finally they said, okay, and the winner is Dorothy. I said, oh my God, I lost. Dang it. And then, this is what's crazy. Then Dorothy, she tells me, hey, just to let you know, on that weekend, I'm going to be out of town, so I won't be able to compete. So by default, you're going to have to compete. And I said, yeah, I got you. Yeah, absolutely. I'll take it. I said, of course. Yeah, man. I want to be on that big stage. And I said, oh, no worries. I got you, Dorothy. Yes, I will do it for you. Yeah, absolutely. I got your back. But it happened. And I said, woo, like, man, I did not win, but technically I guess I did win because she said, I cannot be there. And I said, hope you have a beautiful trip. I'm going to have a beautiful trip on that stage. So then I said, okay, I'm going to compete. I competed on that big stage, and it was euphoric. It was one of the most amazing experiences that I had ever felt, to finally be on that big stage. And after that, that's when I started believing more that this was possible. And I still remember also the first time I ever got a paid speaking gig. I was at an event for Toastmasters, and I was talking to one of the people there that owns a school, and she said, oh, so you're a motivational speaker? And I said, yeah. And she said, great, why don't you come talk to our school? How much do you charge? And I said, charge? $150. I didn't even know what to say. I was thinking, you want to pay me? What? Mr. Jiminy Cricket? You want to pay him? And I said, $150. And she said, wow, that's really cheap. Yeah, let's get you. I was like, oh man, I could probably charge more. So I said, woo, I'm going to get paid. dang, paid speaking gig. So then after that, I said, okay, wow, this is power. This, I can do this. The belief was there. It's like that 4-minute mile. After somebody does it or after you experience it, you feel that you can do it yourself. So I said, okay, I can do this. I can become a paid public speaker. And then after that, people asked me, how did you pursue your goals and your dreams? How did you do it? And then that's when I said, I'm going to start coaching people like Tony Robbins. I'm going to just coach people, help them find their goals and dreams. And now I'm doing public speaking and coaching. And I've been blessed to be able to now speak to thousands of youth. I've been able to speak to corporations, nonprofits. I've been really, truly blessed. And I'm still continuing on this journey. There's a lot of things coming up. Like right now, I have my Legacy Coaching Academy, which started 2 weeks ago. I'm going to launch another one in November. And just yesterday, I want to share this. This was so beautiful. One of the members of the group found his life's purpose in our call yesterday. It was so powerful, and it was like, wow, man, to be able to do that for other people, to see so that they can see something that maybe they don't see for themselves. It was just so beautiful to be able to connect with him on that level of, I was like, you're going to save lives with this program that you're going to come up with. And it really is an amazing program. And I truly believe in it. I believe in him. He's a great man. And so, yeah, so that's how everything got started. That's how and it's still a journey. I'm still on the journey. I'm coaching schools. I'm coaching colleges. I've been truly blessed to be able to coach so many people, and the journey continues. We're also teaching how to make money online speaking. So we have a group called Make Money Speaking Online, and that's a monthly group that people can join, and we give them tips on how to get paid as a public speaker. So yeah, that's just I know I went on there for quite a while with Jiminy Cricket and the public speaking and all that good stuff, but that's just how everything got started.
I believe that all of us, we get to a point in our lives, sometimes we are not clear in what we want, and sometimes we might think that we're so clear on the vision that then some other opportunities or challenges comes our way to force us to look at other angle or other things in life that we didn't even think about it. And that's the beauty of life. So having an open mind and having that kind of like a belief in saying to yourself, why not? Let me just try it. Let me just do it. Let me just see it. Let me just feel it. Let me just be in it and see how it will impact my life. But then you're thinking, oh my goodness, it actually opened avenues for ways for you to actually help other people. Now that is remarkable. That's amazing. And for you to actually go on stage and trying to make a joke and nobody laughs, that a lot of people wouldn't go back to it because they would scared after that. But you didn't. You actually went back, and that is amazing, and I applaud you for that, because there are people who can't even do video conversation because they don't like to see themselves, they don't like to hear themselves, you know what I mean? And all that is in a way that is taking away rather than giving back. What would you say to someone, because you had that courage, what was that courage? What was motivating you? What was that thing that you could say to someone who might not have that courage, or might be very scared of the stage or even the video? What would you say to them?
Yeah, and you know, it's funny when you say that you know that they don't have the courage, or they are too fearful. And I truly believe that we all have the courage. Just sometimes what happens in life is that the people around us, they condition us. They condition us to be in fear. They condition us to say that we're not good enough. Society, sometimes we watch so much TV, so much social media, that it conditions you to say, ooh, I don't want to be like that person, and be embarrassed. I don't want to put myself out there, because what if that happens to me? But what if doesn't even exist? You will never know if you never even try. It's and the only way I can tell you this is that you have to step into it. You have to step into the criticism. You have to step into the fear, and you have to make that fear your friend. You have to dance with that fear. And really, what is fear? It's false evidence appearing real. We only make it real in our minds, and then it paralyzes us from taking action, and then we stay stuck. And then the more fear that we have, the less potential that we put into our greatness, the less potential that we put into our lives, the less action that we take, the less results that we take, and then that leads to no belief, to little belief. And then here we go again. You tap into a very little, small amount of your potential, small amount of action, small amount of results, and then you get no belief. And then you say, why is this not working? Well, because you're not working, because you're not taking action, and because you're so worried about what your mom, dad, your family, friends might say about you, rather than what you're going to say about you. Because just imagine, if you will, just one day laying on your deathbed and all the regrets, all the goals, all the dreams. I remember I heard this from Les Brown. He says, just imagine, if you will, standing around your deathbed are the dreams, the goals, the ideas, the books, the inventions, standing there in front of you with large angry eyes saying, we came to you and only you could have given us life, and now we must die with you forever. So what is worse, having the courage to face your fears or having regret? Because one day you will be on your deathbed and you will say, God, I regret never doing that. I should have just done that. Why didn't I do that? And maybe you could have been a parent that said, oh, you shouldn't be doing that because that doesn't work. It didn't work for me, so it's not going to work for you. And we listen to that, and we're really listening to their own fears. It's not even your fear. You acquired that fear from your relative. Your relative instilled that fear in you. They told you something, and you agreed to it. And once you agree to it, it's like that Don Miguel Ruiz says, that's black magic. Somebody tells you that you can't do it, and you say you can't do it. You just made an agreement, and you can't do it. And just like that, it could change your life. So what we're living with is we're living with the thought of somebody else's thought. It's not even your thought. And it's this great quote that I heard from Jay Shetty that says, this is mind-blowing. It says, I'm not what I think I am. I'm not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. So we live in a perception of a perception. We live in a world where we think we are what we think people think of us. And it's not even real. We make an assumption that these people are thinking that we're dumb or that we can't do it. So what you have to do is you have to just do it. Just do it, step into the fear. And once you step into the fear, you're going to feel this weight come off your shoulders. And make sure you have support. Make sure you have a coach, a mentor, somebody that constantly is telling you that they believe in you. Shoot, wear a shirt like this. I believe in myself. I even wear the bracelets. I believe in myself. Because if I don't believe in myself, nobody else will. But sometimes we just have to have somebody believe in us so that they can give us the motivation and see what we don't see in ourselves, so that we can then believe in ourselves. And then one day we're going to say, I believe in you, man. And those people that you believe in, they're going to say, wow, he believes in me. Maybe I should believe in myself. Okay, I'm going to believe in myself. So I say just do it. Despite the fear, do it. Make that fear your friend. My fear is hanging out with me right now. He's right next to me. We're friends. And Jiminy Cricket's right here. He's like, man, that's a terrible joke.
Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, I'll laugh if no one else does.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And you've had the man, okay? You just have to do it, because no one can stop you. And I love Les Brown, okay? He was my motivator. He was the one, like, oh my goodness, I just want to be him. And I was like, yes, this is amazing person to listen to. If you never listen to motivational speakers or mentors or anything, listen to Les Brown. And people who actually resonate with you, and that will give you that motivation. Now, how can people get in touch with you?
Yes, okay, great question. So they can get in touch with me through Facebook at Andres Ruiz. You can just look me up. I also have a business page. It's I Believe in Myself. And for any of the Spanish speakers, it's I Believe in Myself Español. And I also have my Instagram is I Believe in Myself Coaching. And then you can also go to my website at ibelieveinmyself.org, right there, you'll find the Legacy Coaching Academy. So if you want to sign up there, and then also we have the Make Money Speaking Online where you can sign up there as well. And you can also send me an email, I believe in myself coaching @gmail.com. And just as a special gift for, for you having me on your show, I would love to give to the first 3 people who send me an email a free coaching session so that we can help them create a strategy for that big vision that they've been waiting on for weeks, months, years, decades. So we can set up a strategy for that vision, and then we can also talk about their energy to make sure that they have the right amount of energy so that they can step into that greatness and unleash that potential. And we're also going to eliminate fear. Either eliminate it or you can hang out with it. It'll be your buddy. And I can make sure that you will take action by the next day. By 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, you will be taking action if we get on a coaching session.
Amazing. And as you heard Andres, okay, how to get in touch with him, but also I will add it on the comments, on the information where I'll put all his details and everything there. Now, Andres, what if this is your, let's say, your last day on this earth, or this is your legacy? What is that message you want to share to the world?
Wow, that's a beautiful question. I would say that my message to everybody is to know that you're worthy. Know that you're worthy of everything that this world has to offer, and that you're special, and that you have the potential to live the way that you want to live, and that your goals and dreams are closer to you than what you really think. And that I really, truly, everybody that's listening, I don't care who you are, where you're from, I truly believe in you.
Thank you so much. And I believe in you, okay? Whoever you are watching, I believe in you, that you want to make it in your life. And as Andre says, get in touch with him. The first 3 people, they're gonna be coached for free. Come on, take a chance, make it happen for yourself. And I just want to say thank you. And for the last thing, what would you like to add for today?
I would just like to add that, I'm so grateful to have people like you in my life, because it's so beautiful to be always connected with like-minded people, which is another thing that I would want to add to the audience is connect with like-minded people who are on a journey, people who are on the journey to find their life's purpose. And, people like you and I really believe we're special human beings. So I just want to say I'm very grateful for you, and grateful for what you do. And just continue on your journey, and don't ever give up. That's what I want to say to the audience. Don't ever give up on your goals and dreams. Only one life, guys. Only one life. Let's live it to the fullest.
Exactly. And that is the best advice you could ever hear, because it is true, guys. Okay. As long as you're awake, say thank you, because that is the time to make a difference. And it's for you. It takes only you to actually believe in yourself, but as well to get up and make that change. Now, I want to say I am so, so happy, and I'm so grateful for you to be here today and to share this knowledge to every one of us, because end of the day, life without empowering, there's no life. And for everybody else out there, I just can't wait to bring him back. Would you like to come back, Andres?
Absolutely, yeah, we'd love to. We'd love to, yeah.
That's amazing. So I've got lots of things coming up by next year, so I'll keep in touch with you. And for everybody else, get yourself ready for the next guest, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye.